All right, so I know it's kind of a big jump in days from day 80 to day 87, but today is October 17th, 2019, and it's 2:30 p.m. So I kind of just jumped days because nothing's really been happening up until today. So just gonna give like a quick overview of kind of what I've been doing. So I have been reworking all the trading systems and strategies. I'm actually currently working on the 9th one, so Euro, Australian dollar, that pair. And then also I was noticing some problems with the bot where it wouldn't trade. It would only trade the first one, so Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. So Audi CAD pair, it would only trade one at a time for some weird reason. So I went through that, and that's kind of what the first part's going to be. So I'll just take you through kind of what it looks like and how I fixed that problem. All right, so just a quick rundown of kind of what I found out, what the problem was and stuff like that. So basically what I've been doing is I've been running a test system in order to figure out if everything's working correctly. So basically the only way I test this is on one pair at one time, but the finished product is going to be all 28 pairs on one bot at one time, right? So I was making sure that this was working. Problem was like I said in the intro, only Australian CAD was working. So I was going through trying to figure out what the problem was, if it was the line of code that would tell them what their take profit line was or not. So I deactivated that, break even, deactivated that to try to see. The only thing was like at the top of the part, if I just put false for trading for the Australian CAD, then the next one would work. So it was kind of interesting to see why that was, right? So I finally got back up to the top where it sends the direction of the trade. So it just tells me, oh, 3, right? So it skips down to this one, starts working. So that's kind of where I entered at. So continuing on, I was like, okay, well, that's weird. So I put in this line here, right? Originally this new on chart, right? So I was like, well, maybe it's because this is in the way. So what I ended up actually figuring out was it's because the new candle on chart rule right here. So I don't actually need that anymore because of the time frame. So it's only going to trade at a certain time on a certain day. The other problem that I was having was that so this actually does work now. So it doesn't have to check the time, or it doesn't have to check to see if it's a new candle, because the last one's saying, oh, I already traded, it's not a new candle anymore, right? So I just got rid of that line because it's only gonna trade once a day, and that's it. The other huge problem that I was having was actually with the sleep timer. So the sleep timer kept, it would take too long. So what would happen was a trade might be triggered, but then this part, it would say, oh, well, that's true or not true, right? So then the sleep function would activate for some reason, and it would cause a pause for 5 seconds each pair times 2, because there's a long and a short. And that ended up taking over like 2 minutes, I believe it was, something like that. I'm not going to do the quick math on it, but yeah, it ended up being like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. A really long time to actually finish trading. So I actually ended up just putting this line of code in here. It doesn't look great. I'm going to have to go back through and reorganize a lot of this because it's kind of jumbled up, and it's kind of, I don't like how hard it is to read. But so basically now, as long as the time that I'm trading, as long as it's not that time, then this can go off, right? So then you will have a 100 millisecond timer start. So basically that's it. That's like the big updates. Other than that, it's just going through every single strategy, trying to optimize it. Oh, that's another thing, is that my way that I optimize and figure out the trading strategies now has changed a little bit. I believe it's called the walking theory for trading. So basically all I'm doing is I take a two year time lapse, right? So I'll take let me just type this out. So this is what I've been doing. So I take 2017 and I go month 7, day 1, right? And I'll take that through 2019, 7/1, right? So it gives me a 2 year to fit the data and figure out what the best one is for it. But then when I actually want to see, so what they'll do then is I'll have like the 3 best ones for that time period, and then I'll take 2019 and then I'll go 7/1, right? So the day that this one ends here, and then I'll go 2019, 10/1, right? So it gives me 3 months to see which one performs the best. Whichever one performs the best is the one that I choose. So since today is 10/17, I might have to change how long this front test works, but I'm trying to just basically get to the point where all I have to do is update this. So it's almost there. I'm kind of just letting things run now on its own. Trying to see what works, what doesn't work, what needs to be updated, what doesn't need to be updated. The prime thing that I'm trying to get done right now is just the strategies. Get the strategies done, implement them into a working test bot, and then I'm just gonna buy a server for 3 months and let that run on its own, give me good data for each month and see how well I'm doing. Currently the walking forward test for only 8 pairs right now is a gain of 9.91% overall, which isn't too bad. I think the drawdowns, it shows it really high. So the drawdown currently right now is for all of them is 13.93%, but that's not actually good data to go off of because each one is going to be trading at a different time. So the overall actual drawdown might be way less. Also too, you have to think about the gain in the end. The gain at the end is going to be the overall of the ups and downs, where the drawdown, I'm taking the maximum. So that number is, of course, is going to be scaled higher. So that's why basically I want to get into trading it live and give me actual live data, so that way I can actually see. So I think this might be it for this video. I think that's basically all the problems that I was having, and I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I mean, it's all written down in my journal, so future yourself can actually go through it, because I have just been taking notes about different things that I've been doing. So that's been pretty good. That's about it. I have work later, so hopefully I can finish working on this. My goal is to get this done by November, like November 1st would be great. But I think with this little hiccup that took me like 5 or 6 hours to actually finish and work out all the problems, I don't know if that'll be possible now. Just putting me a little bit behind schedule, and I still have to put them into an actual working bot. I think one last thing I want to talk about real quick is going to be actually finishing it and getting up and running. November 1st was kind of my goal. I'm going to be out of the house for a little bit, and it's kind of really hard for me to work on it while I'm not at my computer. But so I think kind of my goal is probably going to be somewhere in mid-November. Let me see if I can just pull up a date real quick. I think I'm going to go with somewhere in the middle. So I'll probably be working more hours just because of the holiday season and stuff. But I think if I shoot for probably November 17th, so that's a Sunday. I think that's kind of a good goal, November 17th. I'm actually going to put that down on my calendar. Gives me, oh, it's perfect. It's a 1 month away. So 1 month to finish everything is kind of the goal. I'm going to have to work super hard to actually get it up and running, get the server, get everything into one kind of nice and neat package. That's kind of the goal. So we'll see how we do overall. So far, yeah, not too bad. I don't know if I talked about the gain, actually. The total gain so far for only only 7 pairs. One of the pairs is not working out, and that's going to need a lot more work. So I kind of just skipping over it just so I can go to the next one. But the overall gain right now for 3 months is 9.91%. That's after even the ups and downs, like the drawdowns and stuff like that. That's the ending. So like I said, from the 7th month on the first day to October to the first day. So that's not bad, 9%. So we'll see. Once I get everything done, everything should be working. It shouldn't get in its way. Then I can do updates and optimization and stuff like that. That's the goal. So that's it. Wow, this is really long, but I guess that's what happens when you don't record and have so much stuff to go over. So yeah, that's it. So I'll probably record maybe once I finish it, finish all of it, or if I run into another problem. Oh my god, I really hope I don't. I'm gonna knock on wood for that. Hopefully I don't run into another problem. But I just want to get this done, get it to where I can update it, and then I can actually release it and hopefully make me money is the overall goal, and then just update it. So that's it. That's it for this video, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, well, have a good day. Hopefully it's going better than my problem that took me forever to fix. But yeah, so have a good day. Bye bye.